Hello there, welcome to a video where I just yap, because, I don't know, I feel like yapping. Anyway, so, this is kind of just me talking about life stuff today, and whatever. So I'm just gonna kind of get into it and start talking about what I've been up to recently. So, right now, I would say I'm probably in one of my biggest creative burnouts I've ever been in. I've recorded several videos that, while I recorded, seemed like a good idea, but then kind of just in retrospective, I just didn't really actually want to make those videos. And I've kind of been trying to figure out why, because they felt like good ideas, but then just when I go to put them in my editing software, I'm kind of just stumped. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this recording. I don't like it. And then I don't make the video. And I've done this several times. And so I figured I just need to make a video kind of just talking about it, because if I can talk about it, then I can sort of visualize the problem and just, get it, hopefully help get the creative juices flowing better. Because I've had a big hiatus recently. It was the end of the school year, and every day since the first semester, or not first, the second semester started at school, I had been staying after school, minimum like 5 o'clock. School typically gets out at 2:20, just because of my involvement in my school's theater program. The schedule was, oh my gosh, can I get this chest? Oh, come on. Jeez. Anyway, the schedule was a little weird this year. So typically my school does two musicals in their school year. One in the first semester, the other in the second semester. This year they decided to experiment and do both in the second semester, which was like, kind of a big change scheduling wise, meaning we spent like most of the second semester on one show, but then as soon as that was over, we were immediately into our second show. There was no break period. We had strike, we took down the set, and it was just go time. And the only reason I think that could actually go well, or at least went how it did, because there were a lot of hiccups and stuff in the show process, whatever. Because of that, people were tired, unmotivated, whatever. Was our second show had almost no set to it, because okay, so the show was called Songs for a New World, and if you don't know what that is, I don't blame you. I didn't know what it was until they started talking about it. It's this, instead of a show with a cohesive story, it's a lot more of a storybook style show. So every song was its own different thing. So there was no real set. It was all performance blacks, so no costuming either. And it was purely singing, purely dancing. And for that show I was a featured soloist. So I had one solo and one duet. So that one was the one I put a lot of work into. So I feel like that's kind of what fueled a lot of my burnout. Because for the other one show, I was more of an ensemble role. So I kind of just, it was still a lot of work, but not as much work as being like a lead role. And while this show didn't have like obvious leads, I would say that my role was one of the leading roles in that show. And while like super grateful to do the show, it was an amazing experience, but I think it just left me really burned out, because I had been doing nothing except working on two performances. This is probably loud audio mixing wise, whatever. I've been doing nothing but two performances for the whole second semester, and it was like exhausting. Our first show we did 7 runs. It was a lot, man. Shoot, I'm gonna get cooked by this guy. Oh, gotta lock in. Oh, nice, got him. Yeah, but like that was like super exhausting. Luckily, the second show was only 2 runs, but I think the creative burnout that I've been going through is kind of just attributed to that, because I really want to make videos, and I really do try to make videos, but I've been very picky recently about what I make, and that's kind of it's hard because I want to make content, but I don't want to make bad content, if you catch my drift. And like being a smaller creator, you have to like do extra checks to make sure your content is quote unquote good. You have to make sure your content is like good, so at least get some traction. Wow, there is a lot of sound stuff going on. It's very loud. You know, you really have to make sure your stuff is good in order to get like lucky with the algorithm and stuff. Okay, this is probably really loud. Let's turn down my audio a bit, because I do want to have a bigger following, but it's like you have to do a ton of research on what you want to make, and it's not just going to be given to you. So like, I think that's where some of the pickiness has been coming from for me personally. Can I fix this TIE fighter? And there we go. And so yeah, I am wanting to make new content. So if you have any ideas, just feel free to give them to me. I want to make what the viewer wants to see, and so input from people is always a great thing. So don't be afraid to share what you want in the comments, and I will try my best to do that. What is happening? There might be things where I might not want to make, just like out of personal interest or whatever. But like I will try my best to make what you guys want to see, and whether it's making more long form content, stuff like that, more short form content, because that's where most of my audience comes from, even more live streams. I want to do more, but I kind of just haven't been in the mood for it. And it's that thing where it's like motivation versus, what's the word, concentration? No, not concentration. What's the word? Oh, I saw something about this the other day. It's like motivation's one thing, but then it's like discipline. That's it. It's motivation versus discipline. And so I want to work on having better discipline skills so I can make content, because I really enjoy making content and stuff, and I want to make more. So I kind of just have to, instead of waiting until I feel ready to make content, or like waiting until like an idea gets me really excited, I think I kind of just need to buckle down and just do it. Like Nike is right, guys. You just gotta do it. And yeah, I need to find more things to talk about, because it would be incredibly rude to leave you hanging on this match. There's someone here. Oh shoot. Ah. Oh, and yep. Well, I didn't really need to leave you hanging on the match then. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I hope to make more content in the future, and I hope you all have a fabulous day. See ya.